Oh yes, so like that made my person there and right now that like even to the person that when they might be afraid of like stands and this army might feel like that's what the day that lead my person get to do that. And I think they might have made a demand to like that then and it might have been that in exchange for that when lead and army operations to like captain and hope that captain some hope convince stand to like to the case like setting scenario ground and like so some sort of like a deal. So at least my procedure impression that I'm sitting on this that maybe even from like the about that even more than the book that you're seeing and that's quite like that they might have already had like the even more than that like the popularity of Black King and Master strategies and it might have been this like brilliant what might be such a brilliant and master strategies skills that Catherine might have had might be known for which later on might have inherited might be like that with the investigation that is my particular so like that one is a method theory and question maybe that Gavin might have said they came up with that idea of what might be for lateral need to make a deal with attempt to like make a deal with like Stannis by telling Stannis that basically in exchange for like Stannis and you get a lad and giving up the phone to that when if Stannis were to agree to that then like the sort of pressure of like the being landed like 50 or like 40% is that for the pressure like when they would give up to Stannis and at that point, itself, I'm not depending on like Davos to be straight away seeing that as like a great opportunity. And basically, Davos at that point itself, like doing that to the maximum to like secretly convince Stannis like to agree to the deal is like it's not that I'm not different. But like I'm not different, regardless of how much like Davos would be at that like I'm not different. When Stannis straight away with like a simple word itself, like in the Bible itself, like straight away telling Stannis that basically that like Stannis is much more than that. Like can basically Stannis is someone who deserves the throne to be around the right about to bring that Melisandre giving all that sin corresponds of like all for like Stannis is that due to what may be like medicine ways like client belief, which like it's not that at all. In that way, Stan is listening to like Alexander and refusing the deal and the it's like doing it's not that at all. And that but the thing in like currently not giving just like help to like get it is that the Kevin and of is like now that I'm in that way I'm going to bring like Kevin before we still managing to like secretly convince Korean to come along with like catalyst to like join from so that even the scenario that I'm going to also according to my theory and and that kind of strategy with interpreting David might come up with might be for like only to like tell standards that is the then and friendly see like tricking genetic home then at that point said that friendly would be straight away making stand like the hand of like tricking and at that point it would be as if like the brother standard and friendly are like rolling that thing landing together to be along the lines of like manipulating strategy against like standards and of this thing maybe get and coming up with and like even that attempt as well they define still the that next gen and road thing like stand ending up predicting like didn't look now that I was later. Okay, so like the lead my experience and right now studying for like apparently to like apparently surprise the night and then why down on the different apparently giving the order then bringing and then that to arming of apparently for like the final decision but make my decision. So yeah, at that point I'm not bring like Stannis and this like small army like showing up and basically at that point I'm not bring like Stannis still sticking by the Stannis and it's not but direct as later indeed at that point will be able to give the order to the army to like bring down Stannis like I said very long second number to bring that friendly what that they falling from the like home and basically the loss of friendly happening and I'm going to bring that really happening to like what might be the serious powers of that Melisandre, right? It's like the good scenario that I'm going to. So like at that point, I'm looking for like if don't being a building job, and at that point, like I'm looking like an inspiration, like a lot of like I'm looking straight away, like trying to like command the army and straight away. Like I'm thinking like jump towards like jump towards like stand up and bring down Stannis. But like at that point, the front option Stannis straight away defeating Laura and let's straight away bring down Laura and like the local Laura as well. And it's like this now and so like at that point, the flag absolutely no one should have command like two armies like friendly and something like the bad and fight there and look like it's not that on the right. So like at that point, I'm not different for like Stannis with like a few different like warning Catelyn to like for like Catelyn and Ron to like getting between like Stannis way to like the throne to lay down the line and go to bring Stannis at that point warning to Catelyn and straight away leave along with like the smiling Melisandre face like the just enough that I'm not different. So at that point, I'm definitely putting for like Catelyn in like an absolutely conservative manner of like freezing that opportunity and like basically like managing to, like making a long speech and basically managing to like convince like the entire to army of that Renly to like join some of the army. It's like the scenario that I'm in. And that way, so I'm not different in the scenario to be that beyond going along with that such like betrayal and making me that beyond trying to like capture that phenomenon. So like at that point, I'm not different scenario to be that of straight away sending a certain extent of that the text when we straight away to like to like the spread door to like chapter beyond it like bring down that of and his second family. It's like there is just scenario that I will. And at that point, I'm looking for things for to be free and that I'm looking according to like and all of that would might be hearing that experimenting army and getting off to the turn off especially of the correct. The moment the game rolling like off insisting at that point and like KLM at that point was the dominant then brain. But like KLM might have that absolute by then might already have that absolute first on brain like with an arc that I'm not brain that low experience that I'm going to bring. Yeah, like KLM has been going along that brain it's like the question arc that I'm looking and that way I'm going to bring that battle I'm going to bring for like Taylor's army quickly getting defeated and like Taylor as well as in like Yara getting thrown down. It's like the arc that I'm going to bring and Theon getting taken captive and basically being brought to towards like Rob is like winning the scenario that I'm going to bring and at that point I'm going to bring that Rob like an interrogation of Theon happening at a bring like of being absolutely disappointed in that Theon and I'm going to bring that for like of turning around and basically giving the order to that bring down the traitor Theon's like not that I'm going to but that way like the loss of Theon was eventually happening not exactly according to Jack Holmes' own order which like changed the scenario that is so it's like at least my we're interested right now is from like Henry with at least survival. Idea right now it's like that saving Henry is like Narik that is but idea right now is the different like taking on her wings in front of like the mountain and basically like revealing that like she's like idea of the cast perspective is not that I'm not correct. So and idea at that point that like it's a great Gregor by telling that this me if like the mountain uh, then to like get ready for like ideas to or to like any of that other personal like then like some product stuff and the second that I'm going to be break down like Gregor and it's like I'm going to be along the lines of the idea that way with the second that can be break by words like not in China but way. So at that point I'm going to form like Gregor especially straight away sending a raven to like setting landing revealing the truth information so like at that point, self-controlled training for like such is straight away sending the ravens to like the mountain location. That instruct orders to like the mountain to that please area as much as we can and basically like it's not that over so like that yeah bring from that point on like area they take advantage of like the exchange situation to have like the mountain to release all the not only all the like but also all the remaining other personal including that is like the evolutionary dynamics of it. Like, so that way I'm not defining the next change for like area putting on to factoring planning like the evolutionary dynamics of it. So that way I'm not defining them or getting released and basically so see at that point like giving more weightage to like somehow getting back getting area back more than like basically break down that the final system of that not always the legal and like the bring that service to be during the present that point where something to be wanting to like raise that basically that the my personal growth that was that centralized growth that were brought down so far that technique generally might be one of the to be alongside like the feeding the spread to like being when they see that way so they may more weightage to like area and basically that way that all the remaining personal and also getting pretty so that's where what's the member of the representation like the moment like the customers would be getting released that kind of then or paid by about to go there separate this. But like at that point if I'm pressing maybe what to be can break that up, straight away making that absolute speech, telling them all to like stick together and like work on and do on as possible, making it to like the bond. Because like the current decisions of like the army could like change again, and basically they could all be once again get started again. So that before even giving a chance for like such a possibility to like happen, like they should like as soon as they will make it to like the war, so that like there will be like the nice one people like the war to done that when they make it there, like not that out of the thing. So that way I'm going to bring that feel of like from maybe such a feel of like race to them, but then putting that in that or something in that. Then after like the person is getting convinced and they feel them or that teaming up to like and basically heading off to like the border cases, voting like very unfortunately that time for like exchange is really happening. And at that point, I'm not becoming still in my very unfortunate for like Sansa giving that along as well as Catholic as well as Sansa, as well as idea that I'm so shocked by them of like they taking the decision to like take and like think planning as like the right that now that I'm doing. So at that point, delivering Arya definitely that regardless of how much lack of and Damon and Arya would be trying to like convince Sansa not taking my participation. The jumps will take the member to understand my team for like Sansa and feel like everything to avenge and that by eventually breaking down the operating idea of the line so like Sansa might have been fixed in her mind that the friends. That way like Sansa's still secure that but the decision and basically uh, at that point of the Arya definitely going along with Rob and Gavin that was not that under the French. So and I'm totally going after that like without split or like I'm different that Arya definitely telling Gavin and Rob that like she wants to like go to like the war. Because that and so as like a night watch to be along the lines of the different Arya exactly dedicated and all the special now that I'm definitely I'm bringing that both of them definitely not in a way idea to do that the second now that I'm going to bring that I'm going to bring that idea most likely maybe to bring the direct that escape from lack of self injury and set up the ball and at that point I'm going to bring that brand as well I'm going to bring that but really not that they wanting to like go to like the ball and so much like a night watch so that way I'm going to bring maybe idea along with that brand heading off to ending up heading off to that people take heading off like the customized. So that's something I'm still feeling my material for that. The necklace of that Melisandre might be might have been like the spirit of like the not creature might have been percent that time might be like the movement and like the moment from like the moment Melisandre for that necklace forming kind that can do this thing. Might be since then that can put the thing that spirit might have that mentioned right might have been what might have happened in the past definitely might be very unpredictable. Definitely I'm just trying to like I'm sort of finding like the spirit that of that what might be that the last race of that might be at present finding three definitely and might have finding the at present might have finding taken into like physical form might be at present finding three province trying to take the necklace might be that track with the base definitely might be the range. So like definitely I'm exploring right now that one like that creates up to like straight away bring down the both Melisandre and Davos. Then it's not that and looking and like the exact location. Current location of like Melisandre and Davos might be pretty close to where natural and often might be staying step even three. So that straight away I'm going to protect the last piece of like literally as if we're trying to like make it out of like that and the presentation out of the straight away ending up straight at like were in these bedrooms that is now started from the beginning. So the second that point that start with the straight away bring down friendly to like this now it's that I'm going to bring to and like the staff reaches that way escape it like this now that I'm going to come. So like that we're going to my messenger and I'm going to find like Stannis eventually feeling worried to that the return of black medicine right as well as that was not happening expected in now that I'm going to bring that I'm going to bring like Stannis at that point that's sending that maybe tomorrow son of black army. So like that I'm going to bring for like then at that point like finding like the law of black medicine and now was like this now that I'm going to bring so like at that point then straight away assuming that black medicine attempt had failed and like Renly's army made out for the known to get out the range of the something. They're assuming and mainly without realizing what might be like the laws of that Renly which made out by that one particular amount of the revolution made out happen by the dark prince of like us and without realizing that like I'm just saying like stand that straight away taking the decision to that retreat. So like that way I'm going to bring right. So right before like down by second, so we can then stand and second army, the scaling is like two with now in the story.